hope you're all doing okay. My name is Lucille and I've recently moved from France to Canada. Today I'm bringing you a pen pal with me video and I'm writing to my friend Alicia who lives in France. This is only my second time doing a pen pal video, so I'm not super skilled yet to do very adorned and complicated pen pal letters as I've seen in other videos. But it was super fun to do and I hope to improve. Alicia and I have been friends for a few years and we started writing to each other. I don't know why, but we both enjoy writing letters, so that's how it started. But at that point it had been a few months, a year since I had answered her last letter, so I wanted to be forgiven, so I prepared a super special letter. For the envelope, I wanted to go with some of my own stickers. I filmed that video, I think, in April or May. I had just arrived in Canada and I had just done those butterfly stickers. They're Canton tortoiseshell. I really like them. I wanted to use them on the envelope. I wanted to see how they fared being sent from British Columbia to France, see how the stickers would hold up. I thought there would be an easy way to decorate the envelope. Honestly, I just think they're cute. I know they're mine and I can't say they're cute, but I just really like them. I think they're adorable. And I decided to use both sizes of the stickers just to make it a bit more varied. And also the big sticker takes more space than the small one, as you can imagine. I was doing a lot of junk journaling at the beginning of the year, so that's what I went with to decorate the envelope. And I love junk journaling. The thing is, I love doing it, but I don't always love the results in my own journals. But when I'm sending something to someone or I'm making something for someone else, I just love doing it. So that's what I decided to do. From the address, I had learned from my previous pen pal letter that I had to really think about the space where I would put it and mark it at the beginning of the letter, otherwise I wouldn't have enough space. I also left more space at the top right of the envelope to put the stamps, because last time I had not left enough space and I had to put the stamp on the name of my pen pal and that wasn't super great. So this time I thought more about it. I decided to use some of my book pages. These pages are from a Western novel I had found at the post office. The book was in shambles and I love the color of the paper and I love the font that they used in it. From there, it was a very easy thing to use my favorite masking tape, this fountain pen scribbling one from Journal Say. I have been using that roll since January or December from 2023 and it's still going strong. I had stopped using it a bit at some point because I was afraid of finishing it up before getting new ones. Last time I ordered something from Journal Say, I took 2 new rolls because things go out of stock super easily on Journal Say and I really love that masking tape. I think it looks super nice on anything. I added some music sheets and that's the music sheets I've been using for years. In fact, I got these music sheets in a junk journal bundle that my friend Alicia sent to me for Christmas one year. That's when I discovered that you could have junk journal bundles on Etsy and it's so fun to be able to get paper from all over the world. That's why I decided to do my own junk journal bundles. I added another masking tape I got from Journal Say, the one with the vintage ads on it. As you would have seen, the roll is pretty big, it's very large, and I don't often have space to have the full width of the tape on anything, so I usually cut it in half and that's why I haven't been using it a lot, but I thought it fit the letter well. I like the punch of colors that the butterfly gave to the page and associating like illustrations that look like something you would have from the 19th century with a junk journal theme is always a winner. The last thing I wanted to do for this envelope was to letter Alicia's name, and I did the same thing with my last pen pal letter. I used my Crayola Super Tips scrap piece of paper and I tried to hand letter it with my own handwriting. I've been practicing this capital A that I had seen on a vintage postcard I had bought years ago, and I used my Muji gel pen to go over the letters to make them pop a bit more, and I will cut around the letters and glue it on the envelope. Honestly, I'm not sure why you put the name of the person that way in an envelope, but I've seen it in so many pen pal videos and I think it looks so good that I'm just being a follower and doing it. This color of Crayola Super Tips is one of my favorites. If you've never seen a Crayola Super Tip before, it's basically a kid's marker, but they're super affordable and really nice to hand letter with. This color is called F3B07 if you're looking for it. I wanted to do something special for the stickers I was sending Alicia, and since our correspondence started, we've been sending each other little stickers, and this time I had quite a few bits to send her because I knew she had started a journal, and I also wanted to send her some of my own stickers, and I also wanted to send her some washi tape. I had loved seeing in pen pal videos these little washi cards, and I had never thought about it before, so I really wanted to send her some of the cute washi tapes I had gotten from Sostreno Greno last year. At the beginning you can see I'm struggling a bit to roll the tape around the card, but I will get it at the end. I used some scrap piece of brown paper to do the card, and I rounded the corners and I punched a little hole at the top because I thought that I would use a little ribbon. You will see me use some kind of trim to put it on the card, and I think it's very cute, but it was too bulky for the envelope, so spoiler alert, in the end I will remove the trim. But for my next letter I will try to have the trim because it is super cute. I've seen videos where people have assorted washi tapes on the card, but I don't have enough washi tapes to only have assorted ones, so I tried to do it a bit with the purple washi tape and the floral ones that goes with it. But then I really wanted to add these little floral ones because I think the pattern is super cute. I love reusing scrap bits of paper to create something beautiful, and that way it doesn't end up in the recycling bin so quickly. What you have to think about when you're doing a pen pal letter is if you want to stay within a certain weight category for the postage. And I had been used to the French postage that the first stamp is for up to 20 grams. And I thought that the first stamp in Canada was the same, but in fact it's up to 30 grams. So I will know that for my next letter, because for this one I tried to stay within 20 grams and I had to remove some stickers in the end. I added my business card and my cute paperclip that I add with my Etsy orders because I wanted Alicia to see it. I also used that card that I couldn't sell because it didn't print right, but I still thought that the owl looked cute and I decided to make an ephemera out of it, so to fussy cut around it. And I thought I would do the same with I'm a Fluffing Delight because it's still fun to put on a journal page and I like not wasting things. I don't have a cutting machine, so I'm used to print my stickers on sticker paper, cut around them myself, and some of them are quite detailed and it takes quite a bit of time, but this owl was super easy to cut around and I just think he's super cute. She looks super pissed and I love it. I wanted to make a little folder like I had seen in videos, and I had this envelope I had used the back of for a short I wanted to do, but I didn't end up doing. And I thought that if I covered the bit where I had written on with some junk journaling, it would be great. I like that it was an envelope, so there was already a hinge in the middle, and I like the color of this paper. I used the same bits of ephemera I had used on the envelope to make it more cohesive, and I just love these bits of ephemera. It's basically always the ones I use, and it was super easy to cover up what I had written on this envelope. I added some white paper, the same white paper I had used for the address, because I wanted to add a little word for her. It's not necessary, she knows it's for her, but it's still cute. I used my white Sakura Jelly Roll pen to do little sparkles, and it's something I've seen a lot in junk journaling and reading journal videos, but I always feel self-conscious because I don't think that my sparkles look good, but I think in the end it's fine. I just need to get out of my own head, and I used my black pen to go around the letters as I had done with her name on the envelope. Decide how I wanted to create little pockets to have my stickers and the washi tape sample. It's not super heavy duty, but I decided to use some book pages and some music sheets that I glued down first. Then I made sure that the washi tape would fit in it. I added some washi tape on top to reinforce the pocket, but I'm not sure it can be reused because I didn't make it to last, but I'd be curious to know if it did. To make the little pocket on the right, I first made sure that the bigger stickers I wanted to include fit in the envelope, which I had not done until then. And I added a little bit of decorations on the right of the folder because I thought it looked a bit plain. And I wanted to have an excuse to reuse that washi tape I got from Action, the discount store. It fits super well for a junk journal theme because it's all stamps and all illustrations basically. And sometimes I can't believe the things you can find at Action that look really good and that you would expect to be so much more pricey. In true junk journal fashion, I did not measure anything. I just tried to go with the flow and use washi tape, use scrap bits of things, and maybe they're not super straight, but I think it adds to the charm of junk journaling. As you can see, I used some tape at the bottom of the pocket. This is from Journal Say, and I had to fold it over, but I did not hide it on the reverse of the folder because it's cute still. I like the idea of using some of the washi tape I had sent her as a sample, and I'm still making sure that the big stickers fit in the envelope because my pocket is not really at the bottom of the folder, so there is a little gap, and I just wanted to make sure I did not do all this work for in the end noticing I could not put it in the envelope. These stained glass windows stickers are from Journal Say. They're from my very first order, and I think they would be totally up to Alicia's alley. I added a washi sticker of The Kiss by Klimt because I know she loved that painting. I also have some cute owl stickers because she loves all these witchy things. I wanted to add those fake wax seals because I think they're super cute and she would enjoy them, but I ended up not adding them because the envelope would have been too bulky. I added the owl I fussy cut before and one of my sticker that's made from a watercolor painting I did, and I thought that would be the sticker from my shop she would enjoy the most. I ended up closing the folder with some washi tape. I would have liked to find something that's a bit more seamless than that, so I need to watch more pen pal videos to see how they do it. I then prepared the paper for writing my letter. I always used the same paper for my letters. It's called Verger. It's a paper with nice texture, but honestly it's a bit annoying to write on it with a fountain pen. With a ballpoint pen it's not a problem, but I like to write my letters letters with my fountain pen, and I folded the letter writing paper before I wrote on it to make sure that when I decorated it, I did not put anything on the fold line. I did not decorate every single page of the letter. I just wanted to have the front decorated, and I added Chère Alicia, Dear Alicia, on the letter with the same marker I had used for the envelope and the folder. In true pen pal video fashion, I'm not going to show you when I write the letter, and this is basically the end of the video. I'm really happy about how this letter turned out. I think I improved from my previous more ornate pen pal letter, and by that time you can be reassured that the letter has arrived. I'm always so stressed for people when they do such gorgeous pen pal letters, and you never know if the letter has arrived. So because it's been a few months, I know it's arrived. I know Alicia liked it, so I'm really relieved and I'm happy to be able to give you the good news. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to thank the people that have arrived on the channel recently. For some reason, my commonplace book video was suggested in the YouTube recommendations, so that brought quite a few more people that I'm used to on my channel, and I'm very happy that people liked the video and the comments were so nice. I just wanted to welcome you all, and if you're new to the channel, tell me in the comments. I would love to know where you're from and what brought you to the channel. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!